Good morning, boys and girls. I'm glad you're back with me. We're reading Blotch, A Tale of Forgiveness and Grace by Addis, illustrated by Tatio, Viana. And we're on chapter 3. You might remember that Blotch went to Hyderville to find the answer for his spots, and that did not work very well. Now he goes to a new place where the pretenders are. A few miles down the road, the rain had stopped, and Blotch's clothes began to dry. He was counting the stains on his arms when he came to the top of the hill, and down below was a cheerful little place with several small houses and lots of people. As he reached the village, he looked down the dirt road and saw neat, well-worn houses on each side. Everywhere he looked, he saw stained people just like himself. That made Blotch feel much more at home. But he also realized he wouldn't find his answers here. It was obvious that no one in this village knew how to get rid of the stains. As the sun began to sink behind the hills, Blotch decided it would be a good place to spend the night. "Excuse me," he said to one man. "I'm traveling from village to village on a search for answers. Do you know a place where I can stay tonight?" "Well, of course, my little friend," said the kind man. "There's always room for one more around our campfire. You can join my family tonight." Blotch was relieved to find so many welcoming people, even if they did have just as many stains as anyone he'd ever seen. As Blotch walked with his new friend through the village, he saw a playground of stained children, a couple of smiling, stained ladies putting out the laundry, several stained men working in the streets. He arrived at his new friend's home just as the last of the sun disappeared behind the hills. Blotch unrolled his sleeping bag next to the campfire. "Thank you for letting me stay with you," he told the man and his family. "You're the first friendly people I've met on my journey." "Oh, we're glad you're here." The man looked over the fire at Blotch. "I've lived in Pretend Town my whole life. I always look forward to meeting strangers who are passing through. Tell me, my friend, what are you looking for on your journey?" Blotch wanted to tell his new friends, but he wasn't so sure how they would respond. Would they make fun of him as his brothers had? Would they jerk away like the hiders? Still, Blotch knew he wouldn't find any answers if he didn't have the courage to ask. I'm on a journey to see if anyone knows how to get rid of all of our stains," he explained. There was an awkward pause. Troubled faces looked back at him from all around the campfire. Stains? What's a stain?" asked the young boy sitting by his father. Blotch didn't know how to respond. Could his new friends really not see all their stains? Confused, he turned his focus to finding a sandwich in his backpack, while the campfire crackled through the silence. The taste of the sandwich made him feel a little homesick. The family talked late into the evening. Each time, Blotch tried to turn the conversation back toward the stains, but his friends changed the subject. Finally, when Blotch asked, the man answered, "Well, I guess we can talk about stains, but I don't see why they're so interesting to you. When we get stains on our clothes, we just take them down to the river and wash them." The man never looked up from the fire, poking his stick at the flames as he spoke. No, Blotch began. I'm not talking about stains on our clothes. I'm talking about these stains we have all over our bodies. As Blotch spoke, he waved his arms around the light of the campfire to show his stains. The sister, who looked to be about Blotch's age, giggled at the odd behavior. Her father cleared his throat. Now look, Blotch, he began. I don't have any stains, and you don't have any stains. There's no such thing as stains. Blotch was speechless. How could he see the spots so easily, and his new friend not see a thing? Blotch set the sandwich on top of his backpack, walked around the fire to the man and his daughter, and sat between them. He rolled up his sleeve and started to point at stain after stain. You see, right there, and there, and there, and there. These are the stains I'm talking about. Can't you see them? Blotch asked passionately. In fact, he was speaking so loudly that he was starting to draw attention from neighbors in the village. And that's when his friend finally looked him straight in the eye. Keep your voice down and listen to me, Blotch. Slowly and clearly the man said, there are no stains. Suddenly, Blotch understood. His friends knew there were stains. Everyone in town knew there were stains. But they had all decided to pretend that the stains weren't there. Everyone in Pretend Town had just decided to ignore the stains. They didn't like them. They didn't want them. But they didn't know what to do with them. So instead of looking for a solution, they chose to pretend the problem didn't even exist. Blotch finally fell asleep that night, sad for his new friends and the other people of Pretend Town. Join me next week and we will see where Blotch will go. He is going to the land of the pointers. God bless.